Hey YouTube, BD Kane 721. A couple of videos in a couple of days. That's a little bit out of my character, but I forgot about a response video that I was supposed to make for Rick over at Oddball Car or Vintage Oddball Cars, excuse me. His link is in the description below in case anybody wants to go check him out. He's doing a contest for 800 subscribers, which is awesome. Congratulations, Rick, on that. I have yet to reach 800. I've been stuck in the 700s for quite a while, so I think that's a great accomplishment. And I had some cards in mind for your contest a while back when you first came out with your video, but I just remembered to do it today. But I think the contest goes till next week on the 15th, I believe. And so he wanted us to show basically oddball cards and something in our collection that fits that category. And his video does explain what he's looking for. I won't go into that detail. You guys can go check out that video if you want. But I wanted to show off some cards that I've had in the back of my storage closet for a long, long time. And kind of interesting story behind them. So that's the main reason why I wanted to show them off for this contest. When I was a kid, growing up in the junk wax era, uh, cards were a dime a dozen. You could get them very cheaply, as everybody always talks about. One of the things that I used to do as a kid was collect cards anywhere I saw them. So if I was in a toy store or I was in a supermarket or anywhere, and I saw a baseball card, I would get excited and want to buy it or have my parents buy it for me. And it didn't matter where the card was located. It could be in a pack, it could be in a packaging for another toy or something of that nature. So it was just something that I did as a kid. And a lot of those cards they didn't survive. And so, but some of them did, and I wanted to show off some of them. Where I grew up in South Jersey, there was a toy store called Toys, I believe. And there's the name right down there below. Some of you might be familiar with that store. But they sold cards too, and I forget exactly how I got a hold of these cards, but I still have some of them. In fact, all of these cards and things I'm going to show you right now have been sitting in this storage container for probably the last 25 to 30 years. So that's where they've been all this time. Some of them have lost a little bit of their, I don't know, shine. They're a little bit faded. But this one here is a 1986 version of this card. Dwight Gooden, Young Superstars of Baseball. Then I've got a bunch of 87s. There's Jose Canseco, Don Mattingly, obviously all stars of the 80s. Dwight Gooden again, Darryl Strawberry, Wade Boggs, Kirby Puckett, a couple of Kirby Pucketts, and a Tim Raines. So these were just cards that I think were just available in the KB Toy Store. Just like these other cards here, the Rite Aid that was near my house sold cards every now and again. Rite Aid is still in business today, so I don't know that they sell cards like this anymore. But this year was 1988. So this is Don Mattingly, Mark McGwire, Darryl Strawberry, and another Tim Raines. Tim Raines was my favorite player as a kid, so it doesn't surprise me that I still have his cards. And then probably a group of cards that everybody knows about or has heard of or maybe collected when you were a kid were Sport Flicks. And to me, these were the first 3D, digital cards of our hobby. You can see that when you have a card, you just move it up and down and the picture changes. For those of you who don't know Sport Flicks, this is a 1989 version here. I think I remember these were packs that you bought in the store, like a 7-Eleven or someplace like that. Roger Clemens. Here's a combination card of Boggs, Canseco, and Mike Greenwell. So you can see they would show a picture of each player as you flipped it around. Here's Gary Sheffield, Greg Jeffries, and Sandy Alomar. Greg Jeffries was a big rookie card back in the day. Don Mattingly, Canseco, Boggs, Will Clark, Bo Jackson. That's a really cool card. I love that card of Bo Jackson. Canseco, Wade Boggs, another Will Clark, and of course Tim Raines. And then my favorite cards I want to show for this contest is, well, I don't even know if they're really cards, but they're coins, I guess you could say. And and I only have 2 of them left. I used to have a ton of these. I don't know why these survived, but they did. You would get these at the bottom of a 7-Eleven Slurpee cup. And they were these little coins like this, kind of like the Sport Flicks. You can see this is a Don Mattingly. When you move it, his face appears or his picture of him batting appears. And on the back, it has 7-Eleven logo there, 1985. Some stats. And it even says Slurpee on it. Star Sports Coins Collector Series. So these are one of my favorite things as a kid to get. I always loved, because I got a Slurpee with them. So I loved Slurpees, and I loved getting the player at the bottom. I must have had about, there's a Mike Schmidt. What's up, Wesker Griff? Really cool Mike Schmidt. I probably had the set of this at one point, and I'm a little bit bummed that I don't have these anymore because they're really cool. And I never looked them up to see if they're sold anywhere. They probably are. Someone's got to be selling them. But they were probably my favorite thing to collect as a kid. So that's it. Thanks again, Rick, for the contest, and good luck to everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.